So do you have enough time to get every single thing you need to get done as a working mom done? Can you get it all completed? If you asked me that 10 years ago, my answer would have been no, I don't have enough time. What I've come to realize is that we all have the same amount of time available in the day. It's just how we choose to manage our time. One of the things that has been tremendously helpful to me is actually having a planner system that works for me, that helps me be productive. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hey everybody, so glad that you found us here. If we haven't met before, let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah Ryan and I work on the blog productiveworkingmom.com, helping you find balance between life, busyness, and being a working mom. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to apologize because I am a busy working mom and I do have kids and a husband and they are busy doing things. So if you hear doors shutting, people talking, that might be them. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that's very near and dear to my heart because I found myself at a place like 10 years ago where I was extremely busy. I felt like I was just doing stuff all the time and I could never figure out what the heck was going on, like what I was actually accomplishing. But I also felt lost because I really didn't have a system that just kept it all together as somebody who was working full time trying to get all those tasks done, and then somebody who was trying to raise 2 kids as well and being a busy working mom. I use a bullet journal because I like how it's customizable. It's just my fit that works for me. But please do not click off this video if you just hear bullet journal and you're like, I hate bullet journals, they're the worst, I have to make it all myself, I'd rather have something given to me. This video could still be for you. Okay, so what are these 3 things I mentioned? Alright, here's the 3 things high level and then I'm going to dive into the details. So number 1, you need to make sure you have some kind of weekly overview. Number 2, you need to make sure you have a place where you have daily pages. So this is a daily page of some sort that has like a list of things to get done. It also maybe has a schedule, something like that. We'll talk about details. And then the third thing that's critical, I think, to have is a weekly review section. Now, I prefer this to be in the planner, but let's say you find a perfect planner and it doesn't have a weekly review. You could do this in something else. It's just nice to keep it all together. So then if you actually go back and look at your weekly reviews, you have a history. Okay, let's talk weekly overview. So for me, this is really important for a planner, and it is something that I hardly ever see in a planner that somebody can purchase. And honestly, I don't know how people function without it. And the reason being is that your daily pages should really pertain to what you need to get done that day. And the weekly overview is a great place to have things that pertain to the week, and then they're not distracting you as well. So you've got a place that helps you make sure that you have a plan for the week, or maybe you're tracking habits or something like that for the week, but it's not going to be distracting to you on a daily basis when you're on your daily page looking at what you got to get done. So for example, what I have on my weekly overview, I always have a small calendar because I really like to see the month at a glance, because I just need to understand from week to week where I am, and I like to highlight the week that it currently is. Another thing is meal plan. If I do not meal plan, we end up eating out way too much, like almost every day sometimes. And having a meal plan is incredibly crucial to me and my family. So I think that's good to have a solid spot, and I know going into the week if it's filled in or not, if we're good to go. And then the other thing is daily habits. Daily habits is a really good thing to put here because then you can see your progress throughout the week all in one spot. So you don't have to flip through pages to figure out where you're at. The other thing that I've done before is sleep tracking. So I can keep track of that on my phone, but sometimes because sleep is so important, I like to put it in that weekly overview and make sure I'm hitting what I want to hit. And I can realize sometimes when I'm not being as productive, it's because there's a lack of getting good sleep. And the other thing I put in here as well is weekly admin tasks. So these are going to be my tasks that I need to get done usually prior to the week starting on the weekend. And I like to have them here so then they're not distracting me the rest of the week. Okay, the second thing is daily pages. These are critical to make sure that you get everything that you need to get done that day. And you need to make sure that information that does not belong there for your day and what you need to get done, it cannot be on your daily page. And you might be thinking too, If I have a separate page for every single day, that is going to take up a lot of space. Like, I don't want to be carrying around a planner this thick, and that's not going to work. So I will say this, with a bullet journal, I've had the luxury to try different things. I've done 1 full page per day. I've also done 2, sometimes 3. I think I tried 7 once, like 7 full days on 1 page, and that like did not work. But in general, do what works for you, but you need to make sure that when you are populating what you need to get done that day and what your schedule is, etc., it needs to be in one place that you can just have open, and you don't have to like go other places to figure out what's going on or what you need to do. So like the 2 things that always for me are on my daily page is going to usually be my schedule. Monday through Friday for sure. Sometimes on Saturday and Sunday I don't write it because there's no point, because I don't have a schedule I have to follow. But even if you don't have like a ton of meetings and stuff like I do during the week, where my time is really valuable and I need to know like when do I have an hour, I still think it's good to have a schedule, because you can use the concept of time blocking and actually set blocks of time of when you're going to get these things done that you want to accomplish. And then the second thing that you need to have on your daily page, I think no matter what, is some kind of to-do list. You don't want it to be this huge, long drawn out to-do list. What I do is I use a digital planner. I use an app called Todoist to actually keep track of everything that I need to get done. And then the day before, I go to that digital backlog planner, my list, and I look at what I need to get accomplished for tomorrow. And I write like the top 5 to 10 things tops. Like, just because you're only gonna be able to get so many things done. And sometimes it's only a couple things. If I have a really full day of meetings, the expectation cannot be that I'm gonna get 20 things done. Like, that's just not possible. Deep breath. I need a drink of water. You don't realize this, but I've recorded the same thing like 500 times with my kids and my husband and the dog going in and out and all around, and everybody's loud. I'm like losing my voice because of this. Oh, the joys of motherhood. The joys of being a working mom. No, really, it is great. Okay, on to that third and final thing that I think is needed for a great week in your weekly planner setup, and this is going to be a weekly review. It is honestly, it's shocking to me how many planners that you can purchase that don't have this feature in it. Occasionally I kind of see like a journal setup or maybe customizable inserts that people can put in for like a happy planner. But really where I see this done the most is usually in a bullet journal. And that's probably part of why I love a bullet journal so much for planning, because I like to have that whole week and then have the review that goes with that week right there with it. And what you want to do in your weekly review is to write down what went well, because you want to continue doing those things or maybe build on doing those things. And you want to write down what didn't go well and you need to maybe stop immediately doing certain things, or can you tweak or change things? And you write all that stuff down and then take a minute to like meditate and reflect on it, and then do some more brainstorming, and then go into your next week making some changes so you have an even better week. And I think this is really important in order to be productive and have a planning process that works for you, because every person's different. And so when you do this reflection on a weekly basis, it's going to be amazing, because you're going to be able to refine the process, like I said, and tweak it and make it the perfect process for you. All right, so that's a wrap. Those are the 3 most important things I really think you need to have in your weekly planner setup to be productive and to feel like you're having a successful week and managing the chaos in your life as a busy working mom. I would love to have you subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications so you're notified anytime we have a new video. Also, like this video or share it with others if you like the content. Also, I'd love to have you go over to productiveworkingmom.com. That's where you can actually check out the full details and read the full article on this blog post topic. But there's also other blog posts and different topics that you might like there as well. So head on over to productiveworkingmom.com. Hope to see you there. And this is what it's like being a mom. Everybody is always